I was just reading in Proverbs 11, where there is no wise counsel, the people fall. In other words, they lose their way. But in a multitude of counselors, there is safety. You know, I don't care how wise we think we get or how experienced we think we are. We always need to be surrounded by people who can offer counsel in our lives. And especially if we're going through something really traumatic or really heavy or new, we need counsel. And you know that a lot of times people don't get the counsel they need because they don't know who to turn to. There's not people in their circle. You know, they don't know who to call. Like it's a very vulnerable thing, and you don't want to end up in the wrong hands, right? You don't want to end up getting the wrong counsel. And a lot of times also it's people can't afford it. You know, they can't pay for doctor's appointments and therapist appointments, or, you know, whatever reason. Like there's a lot of reasons that people just don't end up getting it. And Proverbs tells us that if we actually don't, we're setting ourselves up to fail. We're setting ourselves up to fall and to stumble. And I was thinking about this earlier today because I was walking past my library at home, and it was so funny because I realized that this is like Mental Health Awareness Month. I try not to, I can't keep up with all of the days and the months and everything. There's always something to observe, it seems. But I was looking at this one section of my personal library where I kind of have like anything psychology related, anything mental health related, anything emotional health related. And let me tell you, maybe I've just had a lot of issues, but that section of my library is pretty full. But here's the thing. We can resource ourselves, okay? Thankfully, many reputable, healthy, God-centered therapists, psychologists, mental health experts, they have made so many of their resources available. If you can't get to an appointment to go talk to somebody, if you don't feel like you have a good circle, if you don't have a pastoral supportive team, you know, that you can reach out to, my goodness, there are plenty of resources out there that you can grab a hold of. And chances are, they've probably written about something that you are dealing with or that you are facing. I cannot tell you, like in my own personal reading, I make sure that there's always something psychology related. And maybe it's just because a lot of what I do, and probably with everything I've been through, but I always make sure that I resource myself in that area and that I'm growing in that area. In this post, I'm just going to share below in the comment section. I'm just going to share like a handful of these authors, you know, that I know make themselves accessible. Most of them have podcasts. Most of them have written books. In fact, all of the ones that I'm going to share have written books. They're on social media. Resource yourself, okay? It's better to get one-on-one with somebody. It's better to talk things out. But if you find that you're just not at a place where you can do that right now, at least resource yourself. And I'm going to share with you some of the ones that are trusted for me, that I have learned from, that I have gone to for several years now. So check it out. Mental health is important. We are body, soul, and spirit. Your emotional health is important. It's important to God. Beloved, I pray that you prosper in body, soul, and spirit. Don't not get the help you need just because you feel like you can't afford to go, you know, get appointments. Ideally, that's wonderful, but there's plenty of resources out there that can probably help you, or at least start moving you in the right direction. Take advantage of them.